talk about the press conference for the Gervonta Tank Davis versus Rolly Romero fight coming up December 5th. Rather interesting press conference, man. You got Rolly coming up there with a damn, I don't know what the fuck that shit was. He was wearing some kind of feather, some like a dead fox around his neck. No, I don't know what he was wearing, but then you got Tank in there. They was making some funny faces, man. You seen Tank's face? Rolly always looking puzzled. Tank balling up his face, looking like a Cabbage Patch Kid. It was hilarious, man. They was a little back and forth, man. You got Tank talking about, this is not how we, this was some beef shit. This not how the streets get that. And let me say this about the street shit, man. I heard Charlo say this a few times. When was the Charlo brothers ever in the streets, yo? When was Tank ever really in the streets, man? Look, I think there's only a handful of fighters that was really in the streets. You got Bernard Hopkins was really in the streets. Terrence Crawford was really in the streets. Mike Tyson was really in the streets. You got some other Riddick Bowe. You know what I'm saying? You got real motherfuckers that really was in the street. I know Tank was. I think he was in a foster home at one time. I think that's his. I never heard nothing about him being in the streets, bro. Just like Floyd, you talk about how he was he had a hard life. I'm like, bro, your father was the one that was out there doing all that shit, man, selling drugs and doing all kind of shit. Not you. You know what I mean? And the Charlos, because Easy Work was talking about the same thing. And I was always saying that. I'm like, yo, when was the Charlos ever in the streets? I'm getting a little off topic. I don't want to do that. But it gets me, man. When these dudes talk like they street gangsters and they really ain't, yo. They really ain't. You can see right through them. Especially the Charlos, man. Especially them. But anyway, they was going back and forth, and Rolly like, I'm gonna knock him the fuck out. That's his favorite catchphrase. I'm gonna knock him the fuck out. Both of them, man. Oh man, it was cringe. It was sad to watch it in a way, man, because Rolly, he talked like, he was dropped on his head when he was a kid. Tank got a speech impediment. So all you're hearing is stuttering and a bunch of, it's like two kids in the special ed class talking dirt to each other, man. It was crazy, man. I mean, it was a little entertaining, but then Floyd gets up there. I'm like, here we go. And when Floyd gets to talking, bro, he gonna start talking about himself, his jets and his yachts. And I'm like, Floyd, shut up, bro. Shut up. We know already, Floyd. I love you, but we know. And then he kept going in circles, bro, talking the same shit over and over. I'm like, golly, Floyd, man, he can't do one presser without saying the same shit every time. He's a great fighter, and Rolly's a tough dude, but they earned it. Just like me when I was growing up. I'm like, bro, it's like when I was coming up, and I was sitting back on my yacht, and I was telling them that, what the fuck does that got to do with the fight? Yo, man, look, this Rolly's talk about he's gonna knock Tank out in one round. I don't see that happening, man. That's just for pure entertainment that he's talking about knocking Tank out in one round. That's not gonna happen, bro. He's not knocking Tank out in one round. If he does knock Tank out, it'll be later on, maybe like late rounds or something, like 9 or something like that. But should still be a rather interesting fight. But man, Floyd, bro, you gotta stop making everything about you, Floyd. You gotta stop. Everything is always about Floyd, bro. He was talking for about how long, man? 6 minutes. I'm like, yo, get him. Somebody, please cut his feed. Get him up out of there, bro. He's just talking he's going in circles. He kept saying, he said like, yo, these really great fighters, and they remind me of me, and but they really great fighters. And I'm like, bro, you said that like 8 times, bro. Like, get off the stage for real. Get off the stage. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Tank's like he gonna I think Tank say he gonna stop him, say he gonna hurt him. He's like, yo, in the ring, he's like, yo, all that power shit don't mean nothing. Like I you know what I bring. You know, understood though. He right. Tank bring more than just power. But like I said before, man, something don't feel right about this fight. And a lot of people are still going with Tank. I get it. It just don't seem right, man. Even me, I think Tank is gonna win, but there's just a little part of me that's just saying that I think an upset is coming, man. But they talking about cherry picking. At first I thought it was, but from what I understand, Rolly Romero is Tank's mandatory. So, I mean, I'm thinking he had to take the Mando. But if you really think about it, he could have still, Tank holds a belt, right? Was that regular belt? Could have still, why not go after somebody else? Why not go after? I thought unification trumped mandatory. Why not go after Devin? He don't got nothing signed, sealed, and delivered yet. There's a lot of other fighters that could possibly pose a threat to Tank. I mean, possibly, not definitely, but possibly, that have more skill than Rolly does. You got Isak Cruz, you got a lot of other dudes, man. A lot of dudes, bro. But I think Tank spanks Isak Cruz. Just saying. He's just one of the ones that I'm throwing out there. But hey, listen, I guarantee you, after Tank fights Rolly, there's gonna be another Hispanic fighter right after that. They're gonna look through 135, find some more Hispanic fighters. Then after that Hispanic fighter's gonna be another one. I'm telling you, watch this. It's gonna be Rolly, and you're gonna see maybe an Isak Cruz or something like that, or that's it. Or somebody in the lower rankings or something. They're gonna pull him up, and there's another Hispanic gonna fight him. He ain't never gonna fight Richard Coleman. He's never gonna fight, and maybe even Teofimo. Who knows? That might be another one later down the line. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. That's a fight I would love to see. I got Tank beating Tio too, but I mean, I don't know, man. But anyway, that press conference was semi-lit. It was a little strange, little bizarre, because Floyd just, man, he just want to be the man. He just can't let his fighters. He gotta always take the shine, bro. And I was like, God damn, Floyd, I had to turn off. I had to mute it, man. After a while, I'm like, I can't keep listening to this dude, man. I can't. But anyway, let me know what you thought about the Tank Davis versus Rolly Romero press conference. Drop a comment, support the channel, like and subscribe. Catch y'all later on the next one. I'm off this.